Hey, how's it going, YouTube? I'm back in the video, and today I'm talking about who won the Jimmy Butler trade. Now, I am kind of late on this. I do understand, but it was a big mix-up. This video is supposed to be coming out before the Derrick Rose video, but I left the points here, and I made the thumbnail on this computer, but then I was at my dad's house, so I didn't have the computer or the thumbnail, and I don't want to remake the entire thing, so I just ended up making the Derrick Rose videos. So, I mean, yeah, this video is supposed to be coming out like the day after the trade, but, you know, got mixed up, now I'm making it now. So I'm going to be getting to who won and lost the trade package itself, and how it helps both teams, and who I think won this trade personally. So without further ado, without rambling on too much, let's get right into this video. Alright, so first things first, let's get into the trade package itself. The trade package was the Minnesota Timberwolves would get Robert Covington, Dario Saric, Jarrett Bayless, and a second-round pick, while the 76ers got Jimmy Butler and Justin Patton. Now, I mean, this trade was pretty even in my opinion, and I did like it, and I think it did benefit both teams, and it was a pretty damn even trade. But now let's get into how it actually helps either one of the teams. The first thing we're getting into is the Minnesota Timberwolves. My first reason, they got rid of a huge distraction that is Jimmy Butler. And as we know, Jimmy Butler has been a huge distraction ever since he asked for a trade rumor. There's been rumors that he slept with Kat's girlfriend, that him and Andrew Wiggins didn't get along together, that he was yelling at people in practice, yelled at the GM to trade him, they can't win without me. And I mean, we've seen as it affected Karl-Anthony Towns and Wiggins so much that they have not looked like themselves at all since Jimmy Butler has came onto the team. So I mean, it really is hurting them a lot, and that locker room is just complete and utter cancer. But now that you got rid of that huge cancer that is Jimmy Butler, you're going to be able to go play a lot more. Andrew Wiggins and Kat might be able to go back to how they were pre-Jimmy Butler, and I mean, they will probably go back to just being that dominant force that we're used to. Plus, they got some nice young guys to go around. But that actually segues into my second point, which is that they got some very, very nice young talent to support Andrew Wiggins and Karl-Anthony Towns. As Dario Saric is one of the most underrated guys in the entire league, averaging 11.1 points per game, 7 rebounds per game, and 2 assists per game, and was a huge part of that 76ers system when they went on that to get to the second round of the playoffs last year, and was still a very big part of their system this year. And he's just a very nice young guy to have, is a 3-and-D type player. But then another 3-and-D type player that is very good, Robert Covington, they got him as well. Probably one of the best young 3-and-D players in the entire NBA. Kind of reminds you of a more athletic Trevor Ariza, as he averaged 11.3 points per game, 5.2 rebounds per game, and 2 steals per game. And last year was on a all-defensive NBA team, and you have to be one of the best defensive players only in the entire league to make one of those teams, and he made the all-defensive second team, which means he was in the top 10 of defensive players in the league last year. But they also got a veteran point guard in Jarrett Bayless. Now, I don't know how many minutes he's going to be getting, only because of how good Jeff Teague and Derrick Rose have been playing. Derrick Rose is playing, like, going back to his old ways, and he has continued that, as I'm pretty sure he had 20 points even last game. He's averaging around 20 points per game in this 6-game stretch, so as long as he's as hot as he is right now, I don't see him losing the starting lineup, and I think that Jeff Teague is better than Jarrett Bayless, but overall, Jarrett Bayless will serve as a very nice, servable veteran off their bench, plus a second-round pick. Those are a hit or miss. You either get a nice role player, or you just get a bum. So, I mean, the second-round pick is still nice to have. And, I mean, I just think overall they're able to get rid of a huge cancer, and it's going to be rid of them of a huge distraction, and will probably, like, prohibit Wiggins and Kat to go back to their old ways. Plus, I mean, they got young guys that they can build around in the future. They have a nice young core now. But now, how it helps the Philadelphia 76ers. It probably now gives them enough talent to compete with the elite teams for the NBA Finals. Now, obviously, you have teams in the East like Toronto and Boston, who were by far the most talented teams. And I didn't think that these 76ers before this trade had enough talent or star talent at all to compete with them in a 7-game series and win one of those series. But now with the addition of Jimmy Butler, they're going to have a big three of Jimmy Butler, Simmons, and Embiid, which is going to be dominant. And I think definitely defensively is going to be dominant. And with that talent, that's definitely enough star talent to compete. Because look, Boston Celtics are very young. Gordon Hayward's not looking like himself. Al Horford got another year older. Jaylen Brown's not looking like himself, so they can definitely compete with them. The Toronto Raptors have Kawhi and Kyle Lowry, and they definitely have more star talent than them now. So, I mean, it is going to be a very, very close Eastern Conference thing, and I would not be surprised if you do see the 76ers end up going to the finals, because even before Jimmy Butler came, Ben Simmons and Embiid will probably be one of the best duos in the entire league one day. Now you add Jimmy Butler as that leader on the team, is going to be a very, very nice thing to watch, and I do think that it's going to be a very scary team for teams like Toronto and Boston. But now my second reason is going to be their defense will almost be the best in the league, if not the best. They already have the 10th best defense in the entire league in the defensive efficiency, and now they're adding one of the best defensive wing players in the NBA, probably a top 5, top 3 defensive player in the NBA. Ben Simmons is a beast on defense. Joel Embiid is a beast at blocking shots in the paint. Now you add Jimmy Butler, who's I'm pretty sure like a 3-time all-defensive player. Very nice player, very all-star level player, potential superstar level player if he was put in the right system. So I would not be surprised if this defense can lock down teams like the Golden State Warriors. That's how good of a defensive team this team is. Because now they have someone that can legitimately guard people like Kevin Durant or Kawhi Leonard and Jimmy Butler. Ben Simmons can guard Steph Curry. Joel Embiid can guard DeMarcus Cousins. So they actually do match up fairly well with this team now. But now my third reason how it helps them is going to be they get a clear leader. Now yes, Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid are both debatably better than Jimmy Butler right now in their careers. But I think with that veteran star, yes, they're both young stars. Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons are by far have some of the brightest futures in the NBA and are future superstars, but Jimmy Butler is currently that veteran all-star right now, and he'll probably take that leadership role. And I mean, I think he's gonna really help that team a lot. Because right now, I mean, you don't know, is Joel Embiid the leader, it's Ben Simmons the leader, but now adding Jimmy Butler, he's a veteran, he's probably on par with them right now. Maybe not Joel Embiid, but it might be on par with Ben Simmons. He's a veteran, has the experience, seniority, which then probably give Jimmy Butler the leader role, and he's a very nice player to have leading your team. He loves to win, he's very competitive, and he does whatever it takes to win, and he might be able to rub that off a little bit on Embiid and Simmons, and maybe even Markelle Fultz. Maybe he can even get Markelle Fultz going, because right now he is struggling a lot, and hopefully he can get something going, because I do think he still has a lot of potential in this league. So yeah, but now who do I actually think won this trade? The only reason I'm going to give it to the team is just because of what they're competing for in this trade. Because now I would say the 76ers won, because the 76ers now with this trade are legitimate NBA title contenders. They already were contenders before, but they were kind of like the third team, but now they could be the second or even the first team right now, and are up there with even the best of teams. And this trade actually gave them the ability to compete for the finals. But on the other side, the Timberwolves, this trade only gave them ability to really compete for the 8th seed and probably a lottery pick, and I think it would actually serve them better to get a lottery pick. So I think competitive wise, the 76ers definitely won this trade. And I mean, I think it was a pretty even trade though. I like Robert Covington. He's a very nice player when he's hot, but he plays defense all the time. Dario Saric is a very nice player sometimes as well. Jared Bayless can be a good backup, and that second round pick. It's a pretty even trade in my opinion, but I think the 76ers overall won it. But I want to hear all your thoughts and opinions in the comment section below. Who do you think won this trade? Who do you think should have won this trade? Do you think I was right? Do you think I was wrong? I want to hear all your thoughts and opinions in the comment section below. Do you think that 76ers are going to be able to win the NBA Finals now, go to the NBA Finals? How far do you think they're going to go with this? Same with the Minnesota Timberwolves. Comment all that below. And also have to thank you for all the support I've been showing. We're at 971 subscribers. We're less than 30 subs away from hitting 1K, and I cannot wait till we hit it, because we're going to smash through 1K, get to 2K, then 3, then 4, then 5, then 6K, and we're going to keep on going and keep on grinding every single day for you guys. Instead for right now the basketball season, I'm uploading every other day, but when the basketball season ends, those daily uploads will be coming back. Trust me, I love doing this, and I want to do it so bad for y'all. I want this so bad, y'all don't even understand, and I cannot thank y'all for all the support y'all been showing, but I also have to give all praise to God. He's blessed me with this situation to be here. He's blessed me with pretty much everything around me, the computer, the drive to do this, my motivation, the people around me, the school I'm at, everything. He's like blessed me with everything, and I cannot thank him enough for that at all. Like I said though, in the video, so give all praise to God. Can't thank y'all enough for all the support y'all been showing. Hope you have a blessed day, because I have a blessed day, so you need to have a blessed day. See you in tomorrow's video. Goodbye. Boo. Blah, 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 blah.